Welcome to the Alpine Hut Exploration Series. Previously in this series we headed up from Mansfield to Craig's Hut. We encountered some fallen trees, swollen rivers, but we did get through them, eventually arriving fairly late at night up at Craig's Hut. In this episode, episode 3, we will check out Craig's Hut. We head down Monument Track and onto Bindaree Falls, which I get up close and personal with, and then onto Bindaree Hut. We make our way up 16-mile jeep track onto Bluff Track and Bluff Hut. And just a tease for episode 4, where all plans go out the window due to the swollen rivers. Keep an eye out for that and enjoy the episode, and don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment on your opinion, on your thoughts of our videos. Cheers.
Alrighty, so we've packed up. We're up here at Craig's Hut. The actual hut is 2 clicks that way, if not even. It was cold last night, yeah. Hovered around 0 most of the night. I'm not set up for this cold, but I gave it a shot. Cold toes, cold fingers, cold nose. Anyway, plan for today is we're going to Craig's Hut, first stop, and then if Monument Track's open, we'll head down there to Bindaree Road and Bindaree Falls and Bindaree Hut. From there I'll touch base with you as to where we go from there. But yeah, look, it should be interesting. Unfortunately there's no snow, even though it's this cold. But yeah, it'll be a fun day. Enjoy. Alright, we ready to go to Craig's Hut?
As ready as ever.
And just like that, we make it to Craig's Hut, literally 200 to 300 metres from the camping spot.
Okay, well, we're at Craig's Hut. Sharra and Michael, we're going for this little stroll to the hut. We are whited out, so no view. Guys, just so you know, just off to the left there, magnificent view of the ranges, and you can actually, yeah, see for ages. But there she is, Craig's Hut. There you go. This hut was built in the 80s for the Man for Snowy River movie, and it did burn down, and they rebuilt it to the original specs. Here we are. It's been rebuilt twice actually. Sorry, no one's home. Welcome. Right, so that was Craig's hut in the mist, about 2 degrees out there if we're lucky. Back in the warm car, we're going to head down, continue down Clear Hill Road, and we'll get to Monument Track. I believe that the track is closed continuing along Clear Hill there to Mount Sterling, but we will hopefully find that Monument Track is actually open. That will take us down to sorry, someone was just coming down the track there.
He had a finger up saying 1, so maybe he just meant him.
Alright, got to assume. Yeah, so hopefully Monument Track is open, but the fact that that guy just came out of this track tells me that it should be open. Yeah, and then we'll get to Bindaree Road onto Bindaree Falls. So straight ahead goes to Mount Sterling, and to the left is Monument Track. So we are on Monument Track. There was a gate on Clear Hills that was before Monument that was open, but it was a new gate, so I'd say that that's probably where they're closing it all off at that point. But yeah, so far it's been a nice drive, dropping a few hundred meters in elevation, and we should be soon at Circuit Road where we cross over onto Bindaree.
Everything's starting to look a bit frozen up here.
I was thinking that either frozen or, yeah, on the trees it looks like things are a bit frozen. Alright, we are at Circuit Road, and we take a right and a left onto Bindaree Road. Cool.
So this is Bindaree Falls, and as you can see, it is flowing as you'd expect after 150 millimetres of rain over the previous week. Anyway, it is about 100 metres tall, and I thought I would take the opportunity while it is flowing like this to just get a real sense of the power of the water coming over a waterfall like that.
A little bit wet. I'm underneath Bindaree Falls and getting absolutely drenched. Oh man. Woo! Woo! Oh! That is fresh and that is invigorating. Oh, look at me!
So after that little stretch at Bindaree Falls, we continue on towards Bindaree Hut. Just before Bindaree Hut, about 500 metres actually, there is Flat Spur camping ground. Thought I'd just show you, do a bit of a drive through so you get to see what that campground's like. There is camping at Bindaree Hut as well, but this is just before the creek crossing at Bindaree Hut.
There's a bit of depth there, I'd say hang to the left a bit more.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment. All these interactions with our channel help the channel with the YouTube algorithm, so please help out.
So this is Bindaree Flat, where Bindaree Hut is. Right on the Hukwa River. She's flowing. Interesting to see how we go for the rest of the drive with some of the river crossings, but we'll deal with that then. Okay. She's small, cozy, cold night. Bring a couple of camp chairs in, get the fire going. It's actually got a brick back to this fire. She's small.
She is tiny.
But you can imagine on a cold, stormy night, that fireplace is a ripper. It's got a brick backing to it, and you'd stay dry in there. I wouldn't necessarily sleep in there.
It does say that you're not allowed to sleep in it unless it's an emergency.
Yeah, exactly. So, nah, good. That's another one.
To take shelter if like a storm blew through.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
like that.
Exactly.
Keep warm and somewhat dry in there.
But on the flip side, think about summer as well. You've got the river here,
Yeah.
Alpine River. If it's not flowing like it is now,
Yeah.
it'd be actually quite nice to camp, go for a swim, be completely opposite to it. But so we've just left Bindaree Hut, and we're on 16-mile Jeep track. And this will take us to Pike's Hut. And apparently there's a river there, or near there, where it's flowing a tiny bit. So we'll see how we go. Should be alright. Just saw a few a convoy come through, and they were the ones that told us, and they got through it, but just to stay to the right because it drops off on the left, so shouldn't be a problem. We are approaching hut number 4, Pike's Flat Hut. We'll pop down here. I think we will need to come back up here possibly. It's a bit steep down here. Not as slippery as I thought it was. G'day.
Pike's Flat Hut, as you can see, is pretty much a garden shed, which is what it was built as a grazing hut in the 1970s by Terry Murphy. There was another structure to it which was built by just scavenged materials, but about 20 years ago it was determined that that section of the hut was too unsafe to actually keep, so it was dismantled, and just the shed that you can see here was left behind. Better than nothing, but pretty basic sort of conditions. And I believe that's the Hukwa River that was going past Bindaree Hut earlier on.
So this is the keep to the right.
Yeah, I believe so.
I can see how there's a hole on the left there because all the water's just pounding into it.
Yeah, that's what I was sort of looking at. Awesome.
Alrighty, so we've just crossed that little creek back there. We decided to pull up into this little spot here. There's a Hukwa feeder track. It's a walking track. Too long for me, but I'm sure it's beautiful. So we stopped in here for lunch. I had a couple of pies out of the oven, and Mike had some sandwiches. So we're going to head up 16-mile Jeep track. I've had some cars come down, a couple of Porsches even too. They said it's slippery, so they've come down, so we should have fun going up. And we'll get to Bluff Hut, and we'll see what that's like there.
So here we are continuing along 16-mile tube track. As you can see, it's beautiful country. Track keeps going up. Slippery in some areas, but my 32-inch tyres do seem to be keeping enough grip and not too much slip going on. Very enjoyable track and do highly recommend it if you're up that way. Good way to get up to Bluff Hut and then on to Lovick's Hut via the Bluff track, which we should be getting to very shortly in this part of the video. Been definitely plenty of switchbacks, but nothing too tight that you can't make around in one go. And even with the amount of rain that we've had in the area, there hasn't been that much slip going around them. Still plenty of that grip that I mentioned a short time ago.
I'll check with him. Which way are you heading? Same. You part of that group? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to switch on to Bluff track afterwards. Yeah. Cheers, mate.
So that guy was part of another convoy of a few cars, and he'd stopped to have a chat with another convoy that had stopped there to work out where they're going and whatnot. So it's always good to check where they're going. Don't want to cut in front of them or break up their convoy and get stuck in the middle. So we're going to continue along here. It's either refrigerated gap track or Bluff Link Road, I'm not sure. And then we will hang a left onto Bluff track, which will take us to Bluff Hut.
Yeah, that was alright, but I didn't feel like that slippery stuff was anything terrible.
No, but when you're in a Porsche coming down, or a Ranger, then yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so. I just think I was expecting worse.
Yeah, I was expecting worse too. I mean, I did put the foot down and, you know, I had it in low 4 in second gear. But it went up fine. It was fun.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's good.
Bluff track.
Yeah, I think you made the one.
In the latter part of this episode, I've been showing you a bit more footage of the track, just to show you how beautiful countryside it is, the conditions. It's just absolutely beautiful, and the fog really, really helps. With this section here, we've encountered some cars coming down, and we've got that convoy in front of us, and they worked out that there was more of us going up, so those few cars, I think there was about 4 of them, just waited there, a couple on this hairpin, 1 more there, and off we went and continued on to Bluff Hut. So here we are arriving at Bluff Hut. We're going to leave this episode here and show you inside the hut and around in the next episode. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Love interaction with viewers, and don't forget to tune in for the next episode. where we take a closer look at Bluff Hut and go along Bluff Road to Lovick's Hut, but on the way we find very icy conditions and also encounter a park ranger who informs us of conditions up ahead. Completely changes the whole trip around for us. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment. All helps our channel grow, and we like hearing back from you as well. So look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. Cheers.